Hi everybody, how are you guys doing? Welcome to Ernest Tarot. Here with me I have the Mystic Black Rose and I will be pulling 3 cards from this deck. I will also be clarifying them with 3 cards from the Yes or No Oracle deck, and finally we'll pick one advice card from the Fairies of the Oracle. So let us begin. While I am shuffling the cards, I want you to think of a question, a person, situation, project, anything that is of particular importance to you right now and it's occupying, right, your mental space. So let's see, what do we have here? What is this about? The first card is Ghost, and it came in reverse. Leaving behind, disappearing, cold, and no contact. I love that this came in reverse because this is saying that if somebody was ghosting you, whether it's on purpose or not on purpose, right? Whether they were drowning in their own thoughts, maybe they were going through something and they took a step back, right? They left you behind and they disappeared for a while. Maybe you thought that like that they're being cold towards you, the fact that they're not no longer contacting you, whatever that is, right? This is a distance between you and someone, right? And it came in reverse. I love that because this means that this whole situation is coming to an end, and you'll have more clarity towards why they did what they did, right? I love that. I love that for you. Wow, beautiful. Let's see how that energy is going to um, evolve. Oh shit. Oh shit. You got the revenge card. Retaliation, plotting, payback, punishing, and getting even. Okay, so most probably this is your energy, right? I mean, this is what I'm feeling. Like I don't think that you are ghosting someone out of revenge. It feels like more like a reaction, like they initiated it. I don't know. I might be wrong as I read further into the cards. Let's see. But so far, this is looking like someone else started this, right? And now that they're no longer going to be ghosting you, or as they're coming out, maybe it is your revenge time. Look at you, you're crushing their heart. Bridezilla. Oh God, is that someone dead there? Shit. All right. I don't know. This is some like messed up energy here because this is saying that like you might be plotting payback. Maybe you want to make them pay for what they did to you, right? Maybe you're gonna retaliate. Maybe you're gonna mirror them, and maybe you're gonna punish them and ghost them this time. Like once they reach out, you'll be like, f off, right? For you, maybe this is about getting even, but I don't know if this is the good way to go, right? Let me just let's pick the third card before I like look at more conclusions. This is feminine energy, by the way, the middle one. All right, so let's take a look and see how is all of that evolving. Shit. All right. This whole topic again. Oh damn. Oh damn. Bottom of the deck, justice in reverse, all right? Okay, so this one, like, it says dismiss, disregard, ignore, look the other way, leaving behind, and it came in reverse. Okay, I'm gonna clarify that because the story feels very clear. I'm just gonna clarify more, maybe hopefully to know about the perpetrators. In this card as well, this is talking about that energy again of the ghosting in reverse, right? Someone's no longer going to be ignoring you, they're no longer going to be disregarding you, they're no longer going to look the other way, and they're no longer going to leave you behind, right? And take a look at that, right? It's like a shadowy figure at the bottom of that, like top of that cliff. And I don't know why, right? I don't know why. I'm somehow, whenever I'm looking at this, it feels like these 2 cards are connected, and this feels more like a male energy here, right? Um, and so probably this is talking about some sort of male energy that decided to ghost and left behind, disappeared, was cold, no contact, disregarded, ignored, looked the other way, leaving behind this feminine energy. And this feminine energy is not handling it well. Like she's thinking, I'm gonna show him. I don't know. It's like bloody. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I'm not gonna give you any advice now because first of all, I need to pick up the clarifiers, which is odd because usually clarifiers are more about explaining more the situation. But the fact that I was led to pick the yes or no card for this reading is pretty interesting. Let's see what the cards have to say to us. Maybe this whole situation is going to become clear. Oh my God, this is very specific, y'all. Okay, so let's see what is the card that comes with the ghosting card, right? Also, by the way, if we're talking paranormal, this could be if you were felt ever like you were haunted by a ghost somehow or whatever. This is feeling like they are, leaving, the entity is leaving your life. All right, let's see. Okay, yeah. See, like the ghosting, you had that no card. Clarifying it. So yeah, probably this was a clash or a confrontation where something happened right before this whole leaving behind happened, and there was like a big fat no, right, from that particular person. They were like no, and then all of a sudden they like left, right? But for me, it feels like you weren't blaming them because they left. It's the way they left, right? Like for you, it felt cold. It felt heartless. It felt extreme. It could have been done smoother. Like the person could have communicated to you, telling you, now that it's a no, I'm gonna take my space. Then I'll reach out, whatever. Like they could have been more gentle and elegant and graceful. Maybe they could have been more graceful towards you. So let's see. Let's talk about that energy of revenge with the retaliation, the plotting payback, that punishing, that cutting even. Oh my God. Let's see what this is all about. Definitely. Okay. All right. Shit. I don't know if I don't know. Like I don't know if this is an advice telling you to like actually make them taste their own poison, right? Give them a taste of what they put you through and put them through the ringer, right? This could be an advice, but this can also not be just an advice. This could be just actually what you're gonna be doing. Because what's interesting is like both of these came upright, right? Like there's no debate here. There's going to be retaliation. So I don't know. Maybe the fact that like someone is lying there and this ice queen is holding that heart and crushing it while wearing the wedding dress tells me that maybe this whole revenge is going to feel like a little backstabbing to them, right? So it's like once they reach out, maybe you will welcome them into open arms, and then when they least expect it, it's like bam, you're gonna crush their heart, right? I don't know, that sounds very like calculated, nasty, but hey, you do you, right? You do you. Also, I can see like some sort of figure in the back. I don't know, this is really creepy. Like there's like eyes here. All right. Okay. You know what's weird? Is that there's like a feminine energy here too. Hmm. This is interesting. So this can. Oh. This is like a third party. So maybe you're doing something nasty towards that third party, like crushing them, making them pay. Ugh. Okay. Shit. I'm saying like, oh come on, like astrologically, there's a lot of like nasty squares going on right now, but this is really the first time I see something like that, you know, grim appear in my cards. Usually our readings are like more, lighthearted. Okay, okay. Let's see that dismissal there. Okay, it cannot fail in reverse. So which is telling me that like yeah, this is like foolproof. This is happening. Um I think because of all of this, they're like the scales of justice will finally like they weren't because when I look back at the bottom of the deck of this card, usually I don't, but like this time I was, I don't know, I was drawn to look at it. And then it looked like the scales were not balanced in this relationship. And yeah, right? I don't know. I'm just trying to look at all the cards just to make sense. So like yeah, like after all of that happened, right? The balance of the relationship like was not well. So something this whole revenge, right? Let's take it lightly. Like it doesn't have to be like so gory and graphic, right? It could be like you teasing them, you know, you like making them feel what you felt, stuff like that. But anyhow, like this is going to restore the balance in the relationship. And I see like a date or a coffee date or a meeting that doesn't feel smooth at the beginning. So there's going to be confrontation where you both meet, you let you let that poison that they gave you out of your heart and give it to them, right? Like you've been repressing a lot of shit and now it's like bam, you saw me, now you're going to have to hear all about the shit that you put me through, something like that. And then afterwards, right? There's gonna be this whole reconciliation, this only you energy, and I love that. So this is like wham, bam, explosion, confrontation, scales of justice, like recalibrating, and then some good moments and some resolution. All right, now let's take a look at the bottom of the deck here. You had yes, but don't force it. See? So allow that. This is all going to unfold like organically, right? And then it's a yes. Like all of this is happening, right? Better not wait. So this is telling you like maybe just have that revenge unquestionably, right? Unquestionably, beyond any doubts. All right. All right, all right, all right. You're cruel. You're cruel. Whoever's watching this, you're cruel. But like, hey, it's like you needed that to happen for your soul to have balance. Now, one final piece of advice from the Oracle of the Fairies. I'm like giggling because like shit, this is drama. Drama. Oh my god. All right, let's see. Hidden depth. Whoa, that's also a peculiar message from the Fairies Oracle. Okay, so let's see. Something hidden is about to come to light. Perhaps a secret or a memory at the back of your mind. When we expose what's hidden, we can become free. Again, again with this whole something sleeping and then like, waking up. I think like whatever I think the way all of this is gonna come out is like very organic and it's gonna be very not only chaotic and explosive, but it's just gonna come. It's gonna take you by surprise. You're gonna be like, "What the f? Like, how did all of that came from my mouth, right? Like, from my mind, from my heart, all of that." And also, maybe this is something. Maybe all of this is triggered by a memory that you have with the person that suddenly you're gonna remember, or maybe you're gonna remember something that they did to you. Also, this is talking about maybe a secret, or maybe you're gonna hear news that's gonna trigger all this. But whatever that is, it's good because with the hidden depth in upright, that means it was meant to happen. These hidden shit needed to surface in order for the relationship to thrive again. If we look at the back of the cards, right, we have, let's just take four like we did before, right? There's like purity upright in reverse, hope upright, flourish in reverse, life energy. So I think, yeah, like this is also, this whole advice is like just mimicking everything that we talked about. And this is literally just saying that this is going to be a little bumpy road, but by the end of it, it's going to feel good. And, it was like a necessary evil, let's just say. I'm going to leave it at that.